Hey everybody, welcome to my Sunday Night Live. I am Jen with Jen's Creative Stampers, and I'm coming to you from Indian Trail, North Carolina. It's about a couple minutes after 7. We'll give it another minute or so before we get going, just to give people a chance to get it in their feeds and jump on. I hope you're all surviving the heat, right? It's like 103 or something with the heat index, really hot. I know it's just kind of rolling through the United States. So wherever you are, I hope you are cool with some AC and hopefully crafting, making something fun and amazing. I have spent Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night, and I did some yesterday, and then I finished everything today. I've been doing our Stampin' Up virtual scrapbooking retreat. It's all online. It has been the most amazing retreat I think I've ever done. And I've done a lot of retreats. I've done in-person retreats. I've done online retreats. I've done so many different things from so many different demonstrators, different groups and things. And this by far, friends, has been amazing. This was the very first scrapbooking retreat that Stampin' Up has done. And hey, Jeanne, good to see you. It's 91 degrees. Wow. And I'm sure with the heat index, it is warmer than that as well. Stay cool, my friend. So Stampin' Up, this is the very first retreat that they have done since Close to My Heart came over and joined forces with Stampin' Up. I say joined forces. Close to My Heart went out of business. If you don't already know, Stampin' Up bought some of their trademarks and copyrights and things like that, kind of took it over when they went out of business. And so one of those things was Stampin' Up's goal to integrate some of the scrapbooking products and the lines that Close to My Heart carried into our Stampin' Up lines. And so, hi Lynn, good to see you. Good to see you on. So that's what this was. This was an online scrapbooking retreat. And it's available to customers. It's available to demonstrators. Everyone, it's available to you. No matter where you live in the world, you can get this scrapbooking retreat. Every single one of these were recorded. And what it is a 12-month double page layout. So you're getting 24 pages of scrapbooking. All the elements are cut for you. All the designer series paper, all the two-tone cardstock, all the elements, all the die cuts are already die cut. You've got 4 stamp sets. You've got a twine. You got, oh my gosh, like what did we even get? We got so much stuff. It was just like it was in this huge box. And you got all of your page protectors. You got all the elements to create all the pages, the written instructions, and then, like I said, every single double page layout comes with a tutorial, a video tutorial for you to follow. So I thought it would be pretty amazing for me to not only just tell you about it, but to show you what I created. I followed the rules almost verbatim. There are a few places that I kind of stepped away from what they were suggesting and created something different. My pages do not yet have pictures. That is okay. For me, my style is that I want to create the pages, teach you guys the tips, the tricks, the fun, show you the ways, right? You can actually create this same exact, everything I'm going to show you right now, you can actually do it as well. It's on my website, on my page. You can go ahead and get this sent to you as well. And the YouTube videos never go away. They never expire. So you'll always have access to them. And they share the most amazing tips and tricks. And so I feel like I got such an incredible value by attending and honestly just connecting with everyone there, even though we were virtual. It was truly a time of connection, and I love that. I love that first and foremost about everything we do is the connection, creating the experience and creating something that means something. That's what this is all about. And so I just, like I said, I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and show you my pages and then actually do my card class with you. My card class tonight, you can get it for free with a $50, when you go shopping, $50 or more this week through Sunday next week. And I'll show you all the things that you're going to get. But this card class actually integrates a lot of the things that I learned in the scrapbooking retreat. So not only are you going to see this, you're actually going to see and actually be able to create a lot of the same things that I'll teach you and show you tonight in our class. So I hope you enjoy it. When you're joining me, say hello. I know there's a lot of people online tonight. So say hi. Let me know where you're joining me from. It's great to see all of you. If this is your first time, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I am Jen with Jen's Creative Stampers, if you didn't hear me earlier. I come live every Sunday, 7 Eastern. This week, I'll only be live tonight. It has been an amazing time of crafting and creating with so many hundreds of other demonstrators and customers and friends and all this week. But I'm tired, so I'm going to take a break, and I can do that. So I just need to let you guys know I'll be here tonight, do the card class, and I'll be shipping the card class out all week as you guys are placing your orders. Okay? All right, so with that, hi, Amy. Great to see you. I'm going to show you right now, my friend. So I'm going to point you guys down, and I'm going to show you the pages that we created. Again, keep in mind, you too can order this class and have everything that I've just done and do it just like me. You can also change it. It's amazing. You're going to learn a whole lot. All right, let's go down. Let's see what we got. Okay, you guys can hear me? You can see my hands? All right, so I'm going to have this double spread this way. This is kind of my stack all under here, and this is kind of a flat area. This is my workspace kind of zoomed out, okay? So this is my January layout. I can also bring it closer to show you. These are the the photo inserts, you call them. I don't have, you can actually, a lot of people put like little white inserts on here. Tells you the size. I know what size this is. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my photos here. And then at that time I'll also put in, I'll stamp the year of this actual double page layout. This is featuring a lot of our designer series papers here and two-tone cardstock. So there are some photos. You can actually do a photo here. This is actually on the page. So that is fun. You can actually do photos and you can do some journaling. Here we stamped on the pages at different places. We did a lot of different blending and such. And I just love this layout, and this is all popped up. Again, these die cuts all come with this kit, so you'll get all of that together. There's 4 stamp sets actually. It's pretty amazing. Thank you, Jeanne. I am in love with them as well. All right, so that's January. Here is February, and you can see the pages kind of go together, right? So you've got the continuation here. You've got the strips of DSP going here. These are all popped up on dimensionals. These are dimensionals. This is adhered flat, but this is a photo. What do we call them? Photo mats, right? I got a whole stack of them, but I've got them right under here. I don't use photo mats a lot. On some of the pages, you'll see that I did. Yeah, so you get this whole stack of photo mats. Look at all this. This is like so much. So they're all different sizes, but this, like I wrote right here, this is a 4x6, that's a 3x3. So I love this page. I especially love the color, how they blended together. This is Pretty in Pink, this is Cherry Cobbler, and this is Soft Seafoam. Would I have ever put these together? Heck no, not in a million years. I would not see these as a cohesive color partners, or what do you call Nagless colors or whatnot, but they are. And so that's another reason why I just love this, because they've done all the work for us. A lot of these are stamped and popped up, and then you open this, there's this right here, you can write in there, here's your photo, you cut it in the shape of a heart, and you can go ahead and I put little lines here. You can go ahead and journal. The love, I just love the detail. I love the matte dots. Super fun. And kind of snuck under here is what matters most. It's popped up. It's like a little, just like a little banner thing there. Here is March. I love March. I have not journaled on this yet. This will actually go right here. This is the left page. You could also put it up here, but I wanted to go ahead and write on that and then pop it up on dimensionals. And so the idea is that you write your journaling for picture number 1, which is here, for picture number 2, which is here, and then picture number 3, or you could even just do just a photo, maybe of something that you saw or something, whatever your page is about, right? But this is a really awesome double page layout. It's kind of like a patchwork quilt, I think is what you would call this. The colors to me are gorgeous. It's, what is this? Petal Pink, Garden Green, Daffodil Delight, and I think this is Timid Tiger, I think. Or maybe it's Pumpkin Pie. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. They're all different, every single one of them. And then here's for, here's number 4, here's number 5, here's number 6. So again, you can just write a little bit of journaling here, and you've got these right here, these strips, which make it look just so fun. And again, that's continuous across both pages. Aren't those beautiful? Thanks, Jeanne. You love those. Yeah, really, really amazing. Let me go ahead and tuck this back in here so I don't lose it. So when I go back and add my photos, I have everything together. Look at April. Is this not stunning? All of these banners in the background. You've got your beautiful clouds and Lost Lagoon. You've got this floral paper that we currently have in stock. I love these clouds. They're all popped up with 2 photo mats here. And then you've got florals. You see the florals didn't even get colored. It's just so simple and so elegant and beautiful. And then I added little lines here to go ahead and journal about these 2 photos. I love this page. Super pretty. And then here's the coordinating page. Again, those April showers kind of with the clouds, and then this cute little element here pointing down to the photo and the bird sitting on that picture. Again, carrying the theme from the left page into the right of all the banners, and you've got your 3x4 photos here, and everything has been stamped and it's been embellished. It's just really, really pretty. Again, the colors are the Fresh Freesia, the Timid Darling Duckling, the Soft Seafoam, the Misty Moonlight. I'm cheating looking at all my colors, and Garden Green, right? So pretty. Here is May in review. I love this double page layout. I especially love this, the rays of the sunshine. It's all been embossed for us. Everything was done. We didn't have to do anything except for blend it. which I love that. I requested that we get more of these. I really, really love this Rays of Sunshine specifically. But again, here you have that as your background and you're layering and you're adding different textures. You're popping some things up. And again, my photos are going to slip right underneath these little numbers here. And then they will be able to be, I'll be able to journal with those. I love the little details. I love the little elements. Look at that little button, the little like plaid button there. And then the designer series paper here, even under these photo mats. Some of the florals are blended, some are not. Here's the coordinating paper, or coordinating page rather. Isn't this a cool page? You got the 5th and the 6th here, and then you've got the 7th that goes under here. And so you're going to be able, I will be able to journal all 7 photos here. And you've got the burst of sunshine, just so much detail, popped up hearts, the string. I mean, it was just incredible, right? Having all of that detail and the elements, the texture. I just had a ball. So there's number 7 down there. You guys like that one? I love like all these little things. So fun. See the ray of sunshine coming out from underneath here. Isn't that fun? All right, that was May. Here is June. And this was a very different one for me. It was my very first time using flip flaps. So you actually use these and you can put a second photo here. You can do journaling there and put your photo there, or vice versa, journal. And then put your photo underneath here. But it flips up and you can go ahead and create all kinds of amazing things. This is actually like a cute little pocket. Flowers coming out of it. There again is the sun and the clouds. Here's a super cute little pocket with the raindrops. Another photo mat. Now this is adhered inside. This is not a functional pocket. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 photos for this page. And then the coordinating page, of course, it carries through every single thing, just carries right on through, which is super cool. So you've got June, in review, celebrate, happy, 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 what matters most. And again, I double flap this one and this one, so that was fun. And then you've got more photos here underneath there. Got the cute little bird. Aren't the details just amazing? I'm telling you what, you guys, if you don't do this and you are even thinking about scrapbooking, you are missing out if you don't do it. So there's June. Here's July. This was the last one that I finished. 2 photo mats here. I created this one so that you can pull out the tab, or the tag rather, and it has a pocket in there and it's got like a little guide, and this will be where you journal about that photo. Now in theirs, I didn't leave enough room here. I should have put my July down further. July should have been here and hello should have been there, but again, these are my pages. It's a-okay. This one is stationary. And this is going to be where you actually journal about the event or your day, right? So there's that. Here's the coordinating page. We've got pool party at the top, pool party at the bottom. And I love these colors so much. So here's a photo mat. Here's one, and here's one. These are popped up. Isn't that so fun? Summer days. And then you go ahead and stamp your year that you're going to go ahead and scrapbook here. And these are all layered up. Okay, so that's July. Love that. This is one of my favorites. This is August. Again, there's that awesome, can you see how it's all embossed for us? It's incredible. Love this one so much. focuses on that pumpkin pie and all the beautiful colors down here. Just so fun and so, I don't know, I just so happy to me. 2 photo mats here. You can slip it right underneath. Every single one of mine are created so I can just slip my photos in, and love it so much. This whole thing is all popped up, and that's on Lost Lagoon. Here's the coordinating page. And so this is a very, very unique layout. I absolutely love this. So this actually requires 3 3x3 flip-flaps. So I used too many flip-flaps on my other projects. And I didn't have 3x3s in stock or in my room, right? My craft room here. So I will be doing flip-flaps here, a 3x3, a 3x3, and a 3x3, if you can imagine. Here's, let me just pull out some and I can just show you for visual. But they are, you're able to journal on, like I said, one side of them, and then you can go ahead and flip out for your photo. There's so many in here. They're very tight. And it was kind of tricky to go ahead and do this page. This one was very tedious. But it is absolutely stunning. And so here you have, they literally fit perfectly. I never even laid out my photo mats. So how you have it is your photo 1 is here. You're going to journal where I have blended and shaded here. Photo 2, you're going to go ahead and journal here. 3 is right here. 4 is here where the string goes through. You may not be able to see it. It's white twine. 5 is down here. And again, I absolutely love this layout. It is fun. It is cheerful. And what a dynamic duo for those two together. Isn't that cool? Love it so much. And then, of course, these, you'll go ahead and put your photos there as well. Okay. Here is September. September is a super fun one. It took a long time. Sarah did this one. This one, you have your title page on the right, and you will stamp your year right here in Misty Moonlight. And these are all popped up here to put your photos on the photo mats. And look how cool it is for your banner to go from one page to the other. It is offset. I love that so very much. This was really like a patchwork quilt. This was amazing. She showed us, again, so many tricks on how to get all of this absolutely perfect. She was so fun, and I loved all her tips, her patience, her stories. Oh my gosh, like I just felt like we connected with Sarah and Karen, Corey, Hancock, Elizabeth Belleville went ahead and demonstrated, as did, I mean, there were so many people involved. It was just incredible. So this is a little cluster here. We created these little clusters. This is an explosion box, so you will go ahead and stamp whatever you want here that your explosion box will be about. And you open it up, and there's a photo here. And then this pops open, and there is a tag that it actually sticks for me. It's a 3x3 photo here, and then just a cute little stamp. It says celebrate. Photo is here, and the little tag is tucked under there. You've got another photo here. Then you open this side. You've got a couple of tags. You can go ahead and do either little tiny photos, or you can journal on both of these. One's longer than the other. 4x4 picture. We created this awesome pockets here. And we went ahead and stamped all of these for journaling or for photos. You could do whichever. So I thought that was really awesome. I had never done these before, and Sarah was talking about how she does them all the time. I'm like, really? Like, who even knew? I did not. I mean, I just feel like I just was in the dark, and I just learned so much this weekend. So there's the explosion box, and it, again, sits on this gorgeous patchwork kind of quilted page. I love the look. I love the crumb cake in the background. Very vanillas here. We also blended on both pages. Super fun. Which is your favorite so far, you guys? You guys have a favorite yet? Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you like. All right, this is another one of my favorites. I love the colors. They're bold, they're beautiful, they're fun, cheerful. Look at that, October. So this is all popped up. We have these that are just kind of coming out. Sneak peek alert. This is actually a new designer paper that's coming out. There's going to be a whole pack of different ones, is what I understand. We stamped a little bit here. We got your embellishments, and we blended some here as well. So you've got 3 photos that are going there. I love the detail here. And here is the opposite page. Again, I absolutely love this so much. The flowers are coming out of the pocket and they're popping out on top. This is an actual tag. You can actually journal on it, or you can stick a picture on it. Same thing for this one. You can actually journal, or you can do a 3x3 photo. It says life is sweet. Is that not so fun? And we stamped all of these here. All these die cuts came with it, everything. It was so nice. This is also a favorite of mine, November. It uses some of that embossed paper that we currently have, that specialty paper. We stamped it, we blended it. It's just so pretty. We stamped on it here just for different elements. And then we created some beautiful clusters, popped up some ripped paper, which is awesome with the two-tone. And we created this cute little pocket again. I'm just mesmerized by all the fun things. Karen Penderson actually walked us through this one. I just love this little tag. You can do a 2x2 photo there. And look at the little friend. She was just like so, like, the little details matter so much. And so we did not avoid any detail that they thought that we should do. We even did like little dashes around the pocket just to make it look, just the detail. I love it. Isn't that beautiful? And I love how we blended these. It's probably one of my favorite things that we did. Here's the opposing page. I love it. More of that specialty paper here. We have another tag. You can do journaling on this right over top of the stamps. We created a cute little, it like stops in here. So it's actually like a little, almost like a little drawer or something. It just slides in and out right there. Your 4 photo mats in review. A little tag that says autumn, and you pull it out there. And the fun details here. Love that. Stamped all along, tore paper, more designer paper that was new. And here's December. Sarah did this one too. Isn't this gorgeous? Love the banners. I actually used some of our banner dies on the bottom of this particular one rather than being straight like these, just to try something different. Here are 3 photo mats. I love the buttons and the fringe on them we created. This is a beautiful little cluster. Here is the second page to that layout. You have 3 3x3 photos. Winter. You've got the little tags you can pull out and you can write on. One's lower than the other one. Again, these actually stop in here. So no matter if you have them sticking out or not, they will eventually stay. They'll stay in that little pocket. Love this detail. Showed us how to wrap all of that. Super fun. And then we tore a little bit. We added another cluster here. August is still on my craft table waiting for adhesive. So many fun and beautiful layouts. Yes, it is hard to choose one, isn't it? Every single one of these are completely different than the next, right? I think you can tell and see. I love how they have some fun interactive 3D elements. Every one of them do. Yeah. And it's just so fun. Actually, this did not get, I must not have glued that down. Crazy. I will do that now. I didn't glue these down. These little elements were already die cut for us. All we had to do was just stamp them and add them right in there. So that's pretty cool, right? The leaves, I love it. And they're not chipboard, but they're like really thick cardstock. So they're, again, really nice quality. And I stamped on there already. So I love that so much. Isn't that fun? And just the fine details. Look how the banner comes all the way down, draws your eye down and around and back up again. So again, just how your eyes flow, like they figured all of this out. I love it. So happy with it. So, thought that would be fun to show you some of those elements and all of my pages. I have a ton of fun to do now. Now the easy part is actually putting my photos to the pages, right? All right. So what I thought would be super fun is to show you how to kind of create some of the same elements. I'm going to bring my table up here. Make sure it doesn't interact with my... Here we go. There we go. And these are the embellishments that we have. These are the neutral matte dots. They were perfect. Can't say they were my favorite. I absolutely loved using them on this whole entire workshop. This was amazing. These, if you don't have this, this is absolutely incredible. Let me get that light out of the way. That's actually blinding you. Put that right there. That's not any better, is it? This stamp set and the die is incredible. And I actually have quite a few of them already stamped and die cut. I went ahead and ran it through with Secret Sea and Coastal Cabana on basic white. So I have two, and I've also created a bunch of cards, but I thought we could go ahead and run this through. I don't even know what color. Just pick your favorite color. Maybe, I don't know. I'll do basic white, and then I will... Why don't you guys choose your favorite ink color, and then I'll run it through with the winner, and we'll have 3 colors to choose from. I want to show you how simple this is to create your cards, your projects, your whatever you're creating, right? So put in the comments, I want to know, what is your favorite Stampin' Up! Current color? And we will go ahead and use that ink color on the basic white, and we will create this, and I'm going to show you the projects that I've already created and exactly what we can do tonight. So let me know. Put some colors in the comments. I want to see it. What do you got? What do you got? What's your favorite color? All right. Let's see. Lost Lagoon or Pretty Peacock? All right, Jen. Thank you for participating, my friend. I really appreciate that. I'll go with your first color. How about that? We're going to do Lost Lagoon. You will take your, this is going to be really pretty. You take your largest block, which is the F block, like Frank, And you stick your stamp, put this right out here, right to the block. Sticks really, really well. Since it's a large stamp, take your stamp pad and just lightly go over it. I love Lost Lagoon. Peacock is one of my favorite colors too. But I figured it's probably close to Secret Sea. Alright, so we got that. We're going to cap this up. And then we are going to stamp this right in the middle. Kind of like to move it back and forth. Make sure it gets really a good image. So pretty. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our die cuts, what is it, 11, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 stamps, 19 sentiments at the same time. Isn't that awesome? And they're all different sizes, banners, different lengths. All right. So we are going to do that. Stick it in my Big Boss here. And I'm going to put this down. And run it through. So all you need to do is choose an ink color. And then run it through at one fell swoop. Okay. And those of you joining, say hello. Tell us where you're joining us from. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It is one of the best inventions, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. And that comes right off, so simple. And then you just punch out all of your sentiments. Okay. It's literally like butter. And then you're done with that. All right, so we've got all of these to choose from. Aren't they cool? Thanks a lot. Congratulations. Blah, blah, blah. All of these things, right? So we'll go ahead and start using these. But what we're going to do, we're going to have some fun. Okay, so turning these around so you guys can see them. Put them up at the top. Hopefully you can see all. Yep, you can see that. Okay, cool. All right. So before we get started, let me show you what we're going to do. You, for my class for this week, you are going to get a free card class from me. And that is going to include a quarter pack of the beautiful Bokeh Designer Series paper. You are going to get, let's see, where's it at? Half a pack of the basic white note cards and envelopes. There's 10 of each, large and small. You're going to get 5 and 5. It comes with the envelopes, comes with the note cards. And so that's a half a pack of this, a quarter pack of this, and you're going to get a half a pack of one of our ephemeras. So I have a lot of ephemera, and I am going to be giving it away this week. This is one of our new ephemeras in the online exclusives. Our ephemeras are amazing. We're going to use different ones. Here's something for everything, and it's got all of these pieces in here. I mean, there is just so much to choose from. So you're going to get a half a pack of one of these ephemeras. So there's something for nothing. I can't remember what this one's called. This is a new one. And then here's Fully Flowering. Now I put mine in these little stamp cases just to keep them organized. Look at all the flowers in here. And I'll probably mix them up for you guys. We've got that we can choose from. I've got the birthday. Let's see, washes and florals tags. There's all kinds of tags in here. I have this one that is Spring Celebrations Mix and Match. I actually have 2 of those. And then I have 2 of these awesome Birthday Treats Mix and Match ephemera. So these are awesome as well. Okay, so we are going to play with some of these that I already have open. And we're going to be using this Designer Series paper. And I'm going to show you some of the ways that we can use these and what I just created about an hour before our class. This is how fast they all come together. So these bokeh papers coordinate extremely well. This is the note card envelope. This is one of the cards that I created using the ephemera. And so fun. I used also the matte dots. You can use whatever dots you have at home. So that was one that I created. Here's another one I created with the bokeh. And I did some of the banner dies here, layered those, and then I stamped and I blended a little bit. Again, there's the more messages. I did this one with the bokeh and some of the ephemera. Isn't that fun? I adore you. Can't wait to send that out. And then I did this one with, again, the Berry Burst bokeh. And this one, I mean, on all of these, I'm going to be honest with you, these are the stamp sets that I got from the retreat. And I used all of these. There's uppercase and lowercase alphabet. There's the numbers. There's the banner. There's the, what do you call that? The banner to go ahead and create banners or whatever, the triangle. All the different elements here. They're all photopolymer, so you open it up and there's 2 sides here. There's the little banner. Just so many amazing things. We're going to use it tonight, so you're going to actually see that in full swing here. You've got some florals, you've got a bird, you've got a starburst, you've got hearts, you've got, I mean, we used everything, all the months, and some sentiments. Just love it. So if you see the stamping, that's where I got my stamps from. You can choose from just the Mary, the more messages, but that's where a lot of these like stamps came from that I went ahead and used. Okay, so those are some examples. So let's go ahead and create some fun, quick and simple cards. Again, you're going to get a half a pack of the note cards. You can use the large and the small. For the time, I will use the small. So get my bone folder. These are very, very thick. Super amazing. Great quality. I love them. They're great to pull together. All different kinds of cards and projects, just fun things. I'm going to pull some of these out that we can use. Here's a Balmy Blue. Here's Daffodil Delight. There's Calypso Coral. And I'll probably use the Berry Burst. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to figure out kind of what we want. There's some of the flowers, which I love these. Petunia Pop would be beautiful with these as well. Look at those, just so gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and use this orientation like this. And I am actually going to take, let's see. I'm going to take this yellow roses, pop it out. And I'm going to take some of this greenery right here next to it. And then, do I want something else? Let's see what else we have. We will figure that out as we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my, I'm going to take my blending brush. And I already have a lot of that Darling Duckling on there. And if you remember, or I don't know how you guys do it, but I have a blending brush for like a yellow, one for blue, one for pink, one for red, one for neutrals. So I don't have one for every single color, and I don't clean them out, right? So I keep my blending brushes inked up. Now I did start a new Misty Moonlight because I found that my blue was a bit too dark and a little gray. So I did start a new Misty Moonlight. Here's one for all of my oranges, so my Timid Tigers and my pumpkin pies. But I have like a little basket over there that I keep them in so that I can just kind of keep using them, right? So that's super fun. You will need a pack of dimensionals, and I've gone through 2 packs this weekend. And you will also, if you decide to do the scrapbooking retreat, you will need some adhesive strips, which are very, very helpful. So pulling in some new dimensionals here. The work has already been done for us, you guys. All we have to do is put these beautiful elements together, and that's pretty much it, right? So let's see, where did my other greenery go? I think I lost it. Here it is. So I may stick that out kind of like that, maybe put it over here. No, I don't really like that. Maybe this one would match a little better. The greens, I think, may match a little bit better. So I can do something like this. I'm going to use my liquid glue. And I'm doing what's called clustering. So it's adding extra dimension. And because this is so fine, I'm going to bring in some of my linen thread here. You can do whatever kind of ribbon or twine that you may have. You may not even like to do the twine or the ribbon, and that's totally fine too. But giving you the extra textures makes it really amazing. I'm going to keep this kind of small. Get that the way I want it, right? And find my big scissors here. They're sharper. I'm getting ready to go to a retreat, and they always have the scissor sharpening guy. I love it. Every time I go, I bring all of my scissors and get them all resharpened, and I'm good for another 2 years. That's a great thing. Did you guys know that our scissors can be resharpened? Okay, so we got that. Put that back in the pack. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see about adding maybe an element here, a pop of color, and this cute little ladybug. Now this pack is actually, it's adhesive. You can put adhesive on the back of these and it'll be just fine. I think I might just do that. Just add a little dot of my favorite glue. Okay. And it feels like that may need to get popped up a little bit. So let me give that some structure underneath. Hide that to support my little ladybug. Isn't that so cute? These are really easy. There's a gnat. Get out. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to use that Lost Lagoon that Jeanne suggested. And I'm going to pop this up on mini dimensionals. Where are my minis? I know they're here somewhere. Here we go. So I'm going to just do 2 little mini glue dots. And I'm going to pop up my hello. I'm going to add a little bit more kind of blending there to kind of give it some foundation. And before I do that mat is driving me crazy. We are going to use some splatter. It's actually, they called one splatter, but then this one was my favorite one. And it just kind of gives a little bit of color. I'm going to use Darling Duckling here. And it just kind of adds a little like twinkle, kind of. I'm going to double stamp that. And put it back. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little teeny tiny open heart that came in our very same kit. And I'm going to match my ladybug with the real red. And I'm just going to add that. And if you get the retreat, you want to make sure that you're careful with those teeny tiny little stamps, because I think Corey washed 1 or 2 down the drain, and it was kind of funny. Funny, not funny, but they're small, right? So there's that little card, and then we will actually get our these pretty not so pretty matte dots. And let's see here, I'm going to use this basic beige one, and I'm going to use 2 kind of coming down to the hello, and then I'm going to over here on this side to draw your eye in from that side. So fun. That is our first card, right? So pretty. We will go ahead and do our envelopes as well. So let me get that prepared. These envelopes are beautiful, and they are our very same Stampin' Up envelopes. Okay. So what I'm going to do, the easiest way, you may have a better way, but this is a very simple way to get your envelopes matching your cards. So I'm literally just going to lay that down flat. Give it a minute for that liquid glue to dry. And then take your paper snips and just go around. And you can do, these are all occasion cards, right? So super simple to have and keep on hand. I love that. So there is your first card and envelope. You guys like that? There's one. Let's go ahead and see what we can create for the second one. Have you guys ever used your ephemera packs before? Have you created scrapbook pages? Have you created cards or projects with them? Just kind of wonder where you guys are at with that. Okay, so we used some flowers there. Now let's see if we can get into something else here. Get those closed back up. There's so many in here. Something for everything. These are fun. Let's see, there's some, oh, that's fun. Look at that. Hot air balloon. Got a little, there's a cactus, a lemon, a star. I love this for journaling. Isn't that fun? Gosh, that's so fun. Let's just lay a few things out. Here's more flowers. Oh, there's a birthday cake. There's a coffee. Some strawberries, hearts, feathers. I've got so much. There's so much in these things. Oh, there's a cool lighthouse. That's kind of neat. Birthday candle. There's some words. Let's see. I think this will be cool. This one is a, let me pull it out. Pop it out. There's that. There's this little sun. You can make cards for days and days and days. So many things you can do. I'm just falling out all over the place. I would call this a hot mess. Don't know what y'all would say, but I think it's a hot mess. Alright, so I've got some elements here. There's a sun. We've got this cute little hot air balloon. Here is a boat. Love that. Let me burnish this a little bit more. I don't even know if all these really go together. I kind of don't think they do, but we're going to see what we can do. So we're going to do this. Kind of put the boat down there maybe. Do the sun. Wondering, take my Designer Series paper here, and I'm going to cut it at 2 inches by 5, right? And then I'm going to cut it again at 1.5 by 5. So we got these two, and I've got a little bit left. I'll stick that up there. Okay, so this will be, let's see, kind of do this here, make some water, just fussy cut. Alright, so I got that. And then we're going to do another one. Notice I'm just moving my hand, the hand that's holding my left hand, right? So not my right. Okay, so there we go. So what we're going to do is we are going to glue this one down flat. I may cut some of that off too because I don't want it to be too much, too overbearing, right? So that was originally 2 inches. I cut 1/4 of an inch off. Should be just fine. Glue this one flat. Oh, we had our cookies and cards too on Saturday and had so much fun. We had a small group. This was the smallest group that I've ever had. We have always sold out before the event gets, before we actually get to the date. Everybody's on vacation. Everybody's out doing fun things. So we had a ball. We made all kinds of summer cookies. That's what reminded me of this. This actually reminds me of summer. We made all kinds of summer cookies. We made beaches. We made ice cream cones. We made sunshines. We did all kinds of fun things. 10 cookies, 9 cards, and had a ball. So much fun. And just laughed and laughed and laughed. It was great. So if you guys haven't joined for cookies and cards yet, make plans. My next one is not going to be until September. We are both very busy, and so we already planned our schedule out for the rest of the year. So we are locked and loaded. So if you have not joined yet, make plans and join us. Super fun. It's a super fun time to get together and meet new people from the community, people that share your same interests. We meet new people every single month, so we love that. All right, so I'm putting my cute little boat in here. Is that not the cutest? And I think I'm going to put my sunshine up here, but I'm going to cut it off because it's a little bit large. Maybe larger than life in this picture, or in this on this card, right? So you can cut your ephemera. Cut it, make it work. Make it what you need it to be. And we're just going to adhere that down with some liquid glue. You can use Seal or Seal Plus, whatever you prefer. And we are going to do the same for this. So fun. I love that. Is that not so cool? So we're going to actually adhere that down. Flat. No, you know what? I'm going to pop him up. Take that glue, wipe it off. Where are my dimensionals? I have a used pack here. So we're going to do this. And I'm going to adhere that right in the corner. I'm just feeling really creative. Let's do that. Going to also use some of my blending here. Misty Moonlight. It's not hardly any on there, is there? Turn it around, get my Misty Moonlight going. So you notice I'm using my glass mat, y'all. I put it away for a while and I'm back using it again. It is a very, very useful tool. Going at this really, really light. I can even do a little bit of yellow around it as well. Kind of catch some of that rays off the sunshine. Isn't that fun? Okay. And then what I'm going to do is take my stamp sets from our retreat and I'm going to give it a little bit of this ray of sunshine detail in Darling Duckling. Darling Duckling has been one of the ink colors that has just recently surprised me on how amazing it looks on projects after this weekend. I don't know what it is. It has made a difference for me. It's not super bright. It's not super muted. It's not lemon lolly. It is really pretty. And I love it. I think it's really, really nice. All right, so I'm going to pop up the half. That's actually hanging off of our cute little hot air balloon. Right? And I feel like it needs a little something else here. Maybe I add a second sentiment. Hooray, way to go. That would be fun. Put this up on dimensionals as well. And I'm even going to add some of our infamous twine. I'm going to do linen thread. Such an easy way to give this more oomph. Wrap it around a couple of times. And I like to take my tear tape put it right on the back there. Should have done that before I actually glued the dimensionals down. That's all good. That is all good. See if I can get this going the other way. You can tell, I mean, I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. Love that. Stick that right underneath there, if I can get it under there. There we go. It's probably a little heavy on the linen thread. Kind of take that off. Take it down a little bit. Maybe only wrap it like once or twice. Let's see. It's a little much, right? You guys feeling that way too? All right, that's more balanced, I would say. More balanced. And again, we're going to kind of do it that way. Use my little tear tape. You can even just glue it to this, to your dimensionals. Might as well just do that. Forget the tear tape. Leave my hooray, because he was happy where he was, and then I disturbed him. Way to go. Right? So there we go. Hooray, way to go. And then we will take these fun neutral matte dots, and we are going to use some of these. They're like pecan pie, I think. You guys probably know more than me. They're all neutrals, so they are awesome. And your eye's going to go right to that cute little hot air balloon. Hooray, and way to go. Isn't that fun? Such a fun design. And then what we're going to do is take our chamois, and we're going to clean this blue up, because you know what's going to happen. I had orange. I had pumpkin pie. I can show you. It was today. It was all over my arm. Oh my gosh. It was everywhere. And I did not realize my ink pad was open, like right here. I stuck my arm down in it and it went everywhere. So yeah, not a good idea. I don't advise that. Where did that blue go that we had on the designer paper? That's the leftover. And we will take our our envelope rather, and we will just use this. Has a little bit of yellow in that piece, which is so fun. Totally not planned. Right? I'm just creating right along with you guys. This is like real time creating. Make sure that goes all the way to the top. Okay. Can't wait to do scrapbook pages, and we have so many scrapbook workshops that you can get, and there's step-by-step instructions. I'm going to be hosting some scrapbook events on Zoom, so no matter where you live in the country, you can join. So watch for that. Join my email list if you haven't already. Going to have a lot of fun together. And there is your card number 2. What do you guys think? You guys still with me? There's a lot of people online. But everybody's watching intently, I guess. Okay, well, we'll keep going. All right, let's go over here and let's see what we have. Okay, let's go back to our ephemera. I'm going to do something very different. I'm feeling like something along the lines of, there's a wreath. That would be fun. Kind of already started getting in the Christmas spirit, right? Let's see what else we have. There's another one of those. I love the bike. I like the bike. And like that punches out right in the center there. Isn't that fun? And then maybe, let me look in some of these other packs here. I have something for everything. I bet I can find something here. Let's see. Look at those beautiful colors, how they just pop. Do you guys know that's what a strawberry plant looks like? It has that real pretty flower on it. We used to pick strawberries as kids at my great-grandmother's farm. I used to run her farmer's market when I was 12 years old every single day from like 5 a.m. until I think it was like 3 or 3:30. And everybody in the town would come to her farmer's market, and that was my very, very first job. And I had to pick strawberries sometimes, all different things. I did a bunch of stuff. Was never afraid to get my hands dirty, work hard, put a full day's work in. I was taught that. So anyway, it just made me think of that. So just wanted to share. That's kind of the way this whole weekend went. It was just really cool just to be able to share all kinds of different things. I don't see anything that fits my fancy for that. Let me look in one of these others. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's something here. There's a lighthouse. Isn't that cool? Let's see here. There's another little wreath. I'm thinking I probably need to find like a little, there's a flower, there's another cactus. It's a fun little something or other there. We can pull that out. Let's do, what's this? This is a sentiment. Thanks for always being a friend. Love that. There's a happy. Doesn't really go, does it? Here's hey. Oh, hey. Oh, that's white, so we won't use that. Friend. Let's see what else we have here. All right, we're digging down. We're looking. There's a cactus. There's another cactus. I don't want cactus. Let me take all these little words. I don't want them to get bent. There's a feather. Smooth sailing and sunny skies. Hey, that would have been perfect on our last card. Dang, that would have been good, right? Shoot. There's a white banner. Oh, it has a little pink on it there. Hip hip hooray. Let's see. Celebrate. There's another bird. I like that bird. Well, it's kind of too big. We'll use him on another card. You see how fun this is? Like, there's so many options. Let's see here. A cup of coffee. Everybody have their coffee or beverage of choice right now. There's a strawberry. That reminds me of like a summer day. We'll use that one. What else are we going to use? Maybe that will do us. There's a little heart. There's some other hearts. There's another bird. These are kind of popping out. I think that's probably good. We will just not, I was looking for like a tree, like a limb or something. And that's kind of, if you're very specific, you can actually just pull in some of your stamps that you have and create the focal point that you have in your mind, right? So we all kind of have our ideas, and make sure this is gonna not get folded up. There we go. Okay, that was something for everything. Okay, the item number is somewhere. I don't know. It's online. You'll find it if you search for it. All right, so we got that. I think that's good. We don't need this wreath thing. This is like summer days for sure. I love it. Look at those elements. I love this so much. So we're going to get another card base, and I'm just having fun here. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I'm loving it. Okay, so this, I'm feeling like we can use some, is this strawberry slush? I wonder. Oh, I wonder. That kind of matches. But you know what? I like the green better. I think the green is Granny Apple. Yep, that's Granny Apple. And what about the, that blue? Is that Misty Moonlight? Or do we do Timid Tiger? Let's see, where's my in colors on this spinning thing? Or is that Pumpkin Pie? Timid Tiger wasn't out when that, it actually matches Timid Tiger better. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go with these bright colors. I'm going to go Granny Apple and Timid Tiger, my card base, and I am going to bring in, I hear thunder. Yikes. It was like 102 or 3, something like that today. Really, really hot. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that right there 1 second. And of course, because I'm creating on the fly, I have my paper that I'm grabbing. Let's see, I think I've got some. All right. So here's our, nope, I grabbed Misty Moonlight. I need Granny Apple. Let's see, Granny Apple is here. Okay, You guys like those colors together with these elements? Isn't that fun? All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring in one of my favorite. These are brand spanking new, kind of, pretty new. Cut my paper down right in half. And we are going to use Party Banner dies. Anybody have them? You got them? You love them? I love these. They're fabulous. So I'm going to create a 2-layer element here. Let me make sure that it fits on the card base. A little too large. Okay. We're going to do this one, and then we're going to go 2 down from that. Okay. I think that'll be good. So here we go. We're going to do the green in the background. The orange is going to be in the forefront. We're going to load these onto our big boss here. Let's see it when it comes out there. I'm going to load both of them together. If I can get it off. My little mat thing that I use here, it saves my cutting plates like crazy, and I love them. All right, so I'm going to load that up here first. So that will go on there, and then this will go on this side. You'll see it pop out on the other side, okay? Here we go. These are another amazing set of dies. You can get it as part of the alphabet, the large block alphabet, Party Banner alphabet, I think it's called. Or you can just get these by themselves. So that is nice. You've got options. There's that. Put this back in our set of dies. There we go. Get this out of the way. Okay, so we're creating our amazing focal point. All right. And I'm going to kind of go and do a little bit of blending here on this side, do a little bit of blending on this side, give it some anchor because of where it was laying down. That's perfect. So perfect. And then I will take my, I need a bigger table. Anybody ever said that lately? Never. Never. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to put that on there. We are also going to take a, where's my stamp off paper? Here's one. Okay. There is a method to this madness. I do promise you that. So we're going to take Timid Tiger. We are going to ink that up. Again, this is the stamp set that came with the retreat. Love that so very much. And then here I'm going to see where that lands. That's there. Oops, there's the thunder. Okay, so that's what I needed on that. Let me see if I want any more. Is that not so cool? Guys, I learned so much this weekend. I'm just going to tell you, I think you probably see it, but it is awesome. Okay, I'm going to ink up part of that, half, And I'm going to carry out the theme there, kind of like the sun. And then I'm going to also do, let me just show you, this cute little mini burst of pop of color. I'm going to do that full strength. And that one full strength. There we go. Kind of draws your eye there, right? And then there's also a really awesome solid heart on this one. And I'm going to put that up. Let's see, where's my timid? Goes there. Granny apple. There we go. Okay. I think that gets us where we need to be. All right. So let's go ahead and pop this up on dimensionals. The party banner dies, fantastic. I love the like curved detail, and it just adds a little element that I love. Okay, so I'm just going to add that right there. Gonna kind of put my bike down there. Isn't that so fun? Where do I need to put my adhesive? On the wheels and the seat. Just a couple dots. Not much. Okay. So let's put that down there. Love that. So fun, right? With friends, don't you guys like that? Turns out we're probably not going to use a lot of this stuff. But you never really know until you actually get it down, right? Let's see, what are we going to use? It's a little large. Here's a note. I can pick it up with my left hand. A note. I love that. It's so simple. So very simple. With these little note cards, they're very easy, which is why I love them, the large and the small. Have that coming off of the banner die, just like that. And I'm going to take my mini dots here. And I'm going to pop that up right under there. Okay. And glue it flat. All right. Like that and like that. And I believe that's probably good for that cute little card. We've got a cluster, we've got 3 little items there that we created. We've got our sun that's coming out from there. We've got an element there. And we've got another element down there. So fun, right? Now, one thing I did not think about is which designer paper are we going to use? I don't even know where my designer paper went. Here it is. It's right up here. So we could, we could use the Calypso Coral. Look at that. See, isn't that so awesome? Telling you, the stuff just comes together. You just start creating and it will come. No kidding. So So we're going to create this envelope as well. Just going to lay that on there, make sure I didn't make a big globby mess. And give it a minute and hear it down real well. I love this paper. And I love the ephemera. I love to give you guys what, you know, my favorite things. It is so fun to be able just to create and be inspired. Love that. Okay, just going to cut that flat all the way off there. Okay, there we go. So that is our, how many is that? There's card number, this is 3. I can keep going. Is that fun? Do you guys like that? Super fun, right? And then this one, let's do this one a little different. I think, you know, sometimes we just need an easy card, something that's very easy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I'm looking at all of my sentiments here, and I love that strawberry. Is that not so fun? I have some strawberry slush over here. There. And I have my Simply, what are these called? Stylish Shapes. And it drives me crazy when they're not. And I spy with my little eye a similar banner that I can use with this. Of course you can, Jen. What a great idea. Okay, so I'm going to take that. I don't always talk to myself. Alright, so I'm going to take that and I am going to run this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. There's these pieces that we just cut. And we are going to take this and we are going to lay it down. And we are going to die cut a banner from the Stylish Shapes. Stick that back in my case. Take this over here. Alright, I love having a cutting table that's separate. And then I'm going to layer this up just like that. How simple is that? And we are going to glue that down. Is that fun? Look at that. You guys see it coming together already? And I am going to take my liquid glue go off of the page there a little bit. Let me see here. Let me get my little pink blending brush. Since I've already got adhesive on this, I better hold it. on the edge, right on the edge. Use my grid, it needs to be straight. Very, very subtle. Okay. I'll offset this a little bit. And these little ovals are, I didn't realize how many ovals are in here. It's a lot. Maybe I should push that off to the side. Let's do this. Simply the best. Need some music. Alright. Get these three. That's going to go right there in the middle, actually. Love that. And then we are going to maybe do this. Doesn't have to be covered, right? And I'm going to take a dimensional, put on the back of that cute little strawberry. I am going to add that right there. Is that not so fun? I'm going to add that down here. And let me just bring in a little something, something here. What do I want to incorporate? I already know. All right, so this again, I'm telling you guys, there's so much value here. Got this. And I'm going to bring in my strawberry slush. And I'm going to just stamp right there. And then there's my okay. I'll use this guy. This is a really cool stamp. And I'm going to do Lost Lagoon. Stamp it right on my card. This is a really awesome stamp there. Let's see. Make sure it's dark enough. It's kind of light. I'm just going to do it off center, stamped off. I'm going to do it over here, stamped off. Kind of coming off the page. There we go. Okay. And I think that is, let's see, do I stamp something else? Yeah, let me do it. I'm going to do it full strength right there. I think that is so cute. Isn't that so awesome? All right, how long have I been going? Holy smokes, it's 8:45. Yikes. That is way too long, my friends. Way too long. I am almost done, though. I'm going to take my snips, cut that off flat. And I think it needs one more little tiny, tiny, tiny element. Just to make it complete. Besides, oh, made that too big. Hang on a minute. Tiny little, smallest detail. You guys liking this? I guess you are. I hope you are. Which card is your favorite so far? Do you have a favorite? Do you remember what the cards are? I can show you again. I don't even remember what the cards are. So how can I ask that question? All right, so let's do that. That's a little teeny tiny mini glue dot. And put this down like that. And I'm going to use my big, big scissors that are super, super sharp. All right. Okay. And I think that is our card. We will use our Berry Burst, which again seems to go beautifully. Everything just somehow matches so well. You're getting an awesome card pack, and highly encourage you to get the More Messages bundle this week. I'll be watching your orders come through on my online store. You can shop right from jenscreativestampers.com. Shop $50 or more in my online store this week, and you are getting all of the elements that I mentioned. The designer paper, you're getting the half pack of note cards, large and small. Now we've been using the small because that's just my preference. I'm allowed to have a preference, right? But you're going to get 5 large and 5 of the small. There's that. And then we also need our little, let's see, we're going to match that pecan pie that's in that strawberry. Oh, let me grab it. There's that. There's that. And then we're going to use the absolute best down there as a focal. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to push all of that aside. Now I could go on and on and on. I could do 10 more cards. So simple, right? But I want you to tell me which one is your favorite. There's that one. There's this one. There's this one. Let me shove this out of the way. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one. See, I can't even fit them all in my number 3. Amy says this one, this number 3, or our third one we did tonight, that one. Let me put all these in the camera. Aren't those awesome? I love these. How many is that? 3, 6, 8. 8 cards. Just so amazing. Great inspiration for you guys. I love this little pie. time to celebrate, right? Such a fun time stamping tonight and creating. You like the pie too, Gian? Isn't that so fun? I think Amy I likes this one. There's just a lot to choose from, right? And how fun is that? The third one we did tonight, it is different. And that is an easy way to use those more messages and that bundle. So I hope you guys feel inspired, that your heart is happy, and that you guys actually grab some fun things out of your stash and create some incredible little note cards. If you don't already have the pack, you can grab the pack in my online store. Or, like I said, I will go ahead and send it to you for free. So, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining me. Follow my YouTube channel. Share me out. Hit the bell for notification. I would love it so very much to have more followers and to spread the joy that we are creating together. And just inspire other people who you know love doing what we do. So, thank you so much for joining me live, and have an amazing week. See you next Sunday. Bye, everyone.